Hello, welcome. I'm standing on the banks of the Angelina River at the Highway 63 bridge, about to start an overnight canoe trip. I'm here with my good friend Eric Wenzel.
Hello, how you doing?
And Jeff Schauberg.
All right, we're helping to find some real big crocs as we go down this river. It's one of the most dangerous rivers in Texas.
We're going to canoe 10 miles today, camp on the river tonight, and then we will canoe 6 miles tomorrow. All right, we're finally underway. Today has been a total cluster so far. First, we're about to get going. I realize I don't have my phone, so I have to go all the way back to the house to get my phone because I need that to operate the drone. Then we're about to get underway again, and then we realize we don't have any life jackets, so I've got to go all the way back to the house to get the life jackets. Anyway, we're on the water, and I absolutely love this trip. I mean, I like an action-packed adventure as much as the next guy, but I also like taking some time to just relax and decompress without any real agenda. I guess maybe the agenda is just to decompress. Anyway, slowing down enough to fully embrace and enjoy the sun and the clouds and the sky and the trees and the birds and the river, and the quiet sounds of the paddle pushing through the water as the canoe slowly makes its way downriver. It's like therapy for the soul. Anyway, we'll paddle along today until we get hungry, and then we'll stop for lunch. We might try to catch a fish or two. If it warms up enough, we might go for a swim. We'll get to camp when we get to camp. All along, we'll just enjoy what the day has to offer. Been paddling for about 3 hours now. I think everybody's ready for a rest break. Probably be a good time to stop for lunch. Not too much farther up here. There's a really good spot to pull over and have a bite to eat. A little shore lunch. We stopped here for lunch. You can see this is a really nice sandbar on the river. It's actually one of the few where you can pull the canoe up and get to it really easily. So now we've got about 2 more hours to get to the campsite. So we're just going to keep tooling along. Is that your phone? Well, we're down to the last little bits of light, and the water, the river is dead calm right now. Take a look. Fortunately, camp is just around the corner, so we'll be there soon, and we get our tent set up, and then we can have some dinner. All right, we're almost out of light. We just got to camp. It has been an awesome day on the water. The wind died down. The sun started to come out a little bit later this evening. The temperature came up a little bit, so it was actually perfect by the end of the day. And now we're gonna set up camp, get a fire going, and then have some dinner. Fire has been started. Hopefully you can see that right there. Eric is tending to it as we speak. And right over here, Shay Jeff is whooping up dinner. What do we got for dinner, Jeff?
Hey, we got a wonderful batch of Jeff's spaghetti here.
Oh, not just regular spaghetti, Jeff spaghetti.
Secret family recipe.
Okay. Good morning. It's about already 7:20. Anyway, let me show you the view. outside of my tent. That's what it looks like. Anyway, it's time to get up, make some breakfast, break down camp, and get on our way. Whew, it's a little chilly this morning. Anyway, since it was dark by the time we got camp set up, I thought I would just kind of show you around camp. That's Eric's tent right there. And that's my tent with the waterfront view. That's the tarp with the picnic table under it. And there's Jeff's tent right there. And there's Jeff making some coffee and Eric anxiously awaiting for said coffee. And that right there is my handy dandy nifty camping box. It has everything you'll ever need for a night out at camp. I'll have to go over that in another video. All right, we're back on the water. We've actually been on the water for about an hour. Well, maybe 2 if you count the fiascos we had this morning. First, Eric got in the canoe to do a little fishing and went for a swim. And then we finally got started and I lost the drone. So all the great epic footage I had planned for this video is at the bottom of the river. Anyway, we just met up with the Neches, so the confluence of the Angelina and the Neches. Water turns a much kind of muddier color here. And then we will be probably an hour and a half from the takeout. We are about to take a little shortcut, and it gets pretty woolly in here, pretty narrow, lots of overhanging trees, spider webs, all that kind of stuff. Here, let me show you. We're gonna move through real stealthily to see if maybe we can sneak up on a gator. This is a good spot for a gator to hang out. We have just entered Martin Dice Jr. State Park, and they have a series of canoe trails here. So we've jumped on one of those. We'll follow that back to the takeout. All right, we are here. We have reached the takeout point. We made it. We're done. We did 16 miles total, about 6 miles today. So we're gonna unload everything out of the canoes back into the truck, head back to the house, and then head home. So today was beautiful. I mean, the sun was shining, there weren't any clouds, the temperature was about 65, 70 degrees, so it was absolutely awesome. Jeff is an avid, accomplished birder, and he counted 21 different birds we saw. We saw white egrets, we saw great blue herons, we saw 2 kinds of woodpeckers, a pileated woodpecker and a red-headed woodpecker, and then a variety of other birds. I can't list them all. And we saw some turtles. We did see 2 alligators, but we couldn't get close enough to get a picture. It was a fantastic trip. Next time I will have a drone, and I will keep the drone with me so I can have the epic drone footage in the video. And I can't wait to get back out here again.